everyone, and welcome to another NASCAR America at Home edition. Steve Letarte here, AJ Allmendinger, Jeff Burton, and we are joined by seven-time champ and competed in today's race, Jimmie Johnson. Jimmie, thanks for joining us straight from the racetrack.
Thanks, buddy. Great to talk to you and see all these familiar faces.
Yeah, man, it was good. It was a big day for you. I mean, it started with the grandstands. There's now a section of the grandstands at Atlanta Motor Speedway named after you. You got to give the command. And then that very powerful moment by NASCAR, addressed by Steve Phelps, the president of NASCAR, and then a moment of silence. I'll give you your thoughts kind of on the whole day other than racing. There was a lot packed into the start of the day.
Yeah, you're right. There was so much going on today. To arrive at the track and from pretty far away from across the street at the airport, I could see the grandstands and see my last name up on one of the grandstands. I was like, wow, that's pretty special. And as I drove up, I saw that it's Petty, Earnhardt. There's another grandstand area that's named Champions, and then mine. And that really, really was special. I just wish my family could have been here today to enjoy that with me. But I've got a great picture, and I'm sure we'll come back through and see that sometime soon.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see. And then you got to give the command. And then how about that moment?
How was the command, man? I tried. I was screaming.
Oh,
I don't know.
I give it an A+. Jeff, I think, liked it as well. And then after the command, they fired up a couple pace laps. It was rare for NASCAR. Steve Phelps then addressed all the drivers and teams over the radio. The fans could hear it over the TV broadcast in a moment of silence. I'd love to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, I just am really proud of our sports. You know, throughout the week, there were a lot of conversations that took place that I've never experienced within our sport, from drivers to drivers to NASCAR, and overall, everyone wanted to take a stand and do something. And as we all ended up in conversations, especially conversations with Bubba Wallace, you know, his honesty, his ability and willingness to just engage and to talk to anyone that called, and then he also called others, really put the momentum behind all of this. And he's enlightened me. I spent a lot of the week talking to my Black friends far and wide around the country and just caught their perspective. You know, first and foremost, I checked in on them. I want to know how they were doing. And then that opened the door to have great conversations. And I'm so glad I did that. I plan to continue to do that and understand racial inequalities far and wide. But right now, it's definitely a special day for us in many ways. And I'm just so proud to be a part of it.
Well, Jimmie, during the week, you weren't shy about giving your opinions on social media, and when you put yourself out there, it's a little bit scary. I mean, but you are a leader in this sport. You had things to say, and you weren't afraid to say it. And I think that's a sign of great leadership. What brought you to that?
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, for me, when I really strip it down to the basics, this is about human rights. You know, there are issues going on far and wide. There's a lot of noise out there. There are political agendas. At the end of the day, this is basic human rights. And as I spoke to my friends and I questioned myself more, I realized how simple it can really be. It's just a human rights issue, and we need to do our part to influence others to think of it on a simple level and just be kind.
Jimmie, you know, with that said, because I loved you on Twitter because you've always never hidden your feelings. You tell it how it is. You know, how do you put that message out there and focus on that? And then as you really get ready for these unique race weekends that we have where they're one-day events and everything that's going on, how do you really put that at the forefront of your mind during the week and then really get ready for the race? And pretty much when it says driver start your engines, to really focus on that.
You know, and honestly, everything is so different right now in the way we work at the track that the routine is so far out the window. You know, what happens during the week, especially a week like this one that's been so emotional, it just fit into how different things are right now for us within the sport of NASCAR going racing.
Hey, Motorsports fans, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go for all the latest news and highlights across motorsports.